Hello students, after completing parasympathetic system, we are going to start sympathetic system. As we have discussed earlier, autonomic nervous system is ANS is classified into main two systems which are parasympathetic and sympathetic. And drugs acting on parasympathetic systems are parasympathomimetic and parasympatholytic, while drugs acting on sympathetic system are sympathomimetic and sympatholytic. So we have seen parasympathomimetic and parasympatholytic class. Now we are going to see sympathomimetic and sympatholytic drugs. But to understand the action of sympathomimetic and sympatholytic, first we must understand the action of sympathetic system. And the action of sympathetic system is controlled by obviously its neurotransmitter, which is known as neurotransmitter of sympathetic system. And as you know, sympathetic system is also known as adrenergic system. So neurotransmitters of sympathetic systems are also known as adrenergic neurotransmitters. They belong to the class catecholamines. So in today's video tutorial, we are going to discuss adrenergic neurotransmitters or catecholamines. As you know, the function of neurotransmitters is to transmit signals in neurons, and neurotransmitters gets released when the impulse is generated, right? After releasing, neurotransmitters crosses the synapse and initiates the activity in the next neuron by interaction with the postsynaptic receptors that we have already discussed. Sympathetic system is also known as adrenergic system because in sympathetic system the neurotransmitter released at postganglionic site is norepinephrine or noradrenaline, while in parasympathetic system the neurotransmitter released from postganglionic site is acetylcholine. At preganglionic site the neurotransmitter is same, which is acetylcholine in both of these systems. The difference is only at the postganglionic site. In sympathetic system, the neurotransmitter released from postganglionic site is noradrenaline, which is also known as norepinephrine, while in parasympathetic system it is acetylcholine. And because of this reason, the sympathetic system is also known as adrenergic system. Apart from noradrenaline, adrenaline and dopamine are also neurotransmitters which propagate impulse transmission in sympathetic system. But among these three neurotransmitters, noradrenaline is the major neurotransmitter which acts in sympathetic system. Neurochemistry of catecholamines includes following points: introduction, chemistry, biosynthesis, storage, release, uptake, metabolism and reuptake. We will see one by one. First is introduction to catecholamines. As we have already discussed, the nature of function initiated by parasympathetic system is excitatory, while the nature of function initiated by sympathetic system is inhibitory, right? In normal condition, our body functions are controlled by parasympathetic system, while in condition of stress, emotion means fight, flight and fear. In condition of fight, flight and fear, our functions are controlled by sympathetic system. So we can say that adrenaline, noradrenaline and dopamine are the neurotransmitters which controls various responses of fight, flight and fear system. And all these three neurotransmitters are naturally occurring and they belongs to the chemical class catecholamines. So they are naturally occurring catecholamines and controls various responses of fight, flight and fear system, means sympathetic system in the condition of stress and emotions. Epinephrine is also known as adrenaline, norepinephrine is also known as noradrenaline, because both of these neurotransmitters are the hormones of adrenal medulla. Norepinephrine or noradrenaline is also acts as a precursor for the synthesis of adrenaline in adrenal gland. And third one, dopamine, is a naturally occurring catecholamine, acts as a neurotransmitter in the basal ganglia of CNS. Dopamine acts as a neurotransmitter in basal ganglia of CNS. I am repeating, Adrenaline is the hormone of adrenal medulla. Noradrenaline acts as a precursor for synthesis of adrenaline in adrenal gland, and dopamine acts as a neurotransmitter in basal ganglia. Chemistry of catecholamines. The word catecholamine is made up of the two words catechol and amine. Catechol means orthodihydroxybenzene, is also known as catechol ring. Catechol ring means orthodihydroxybenzene, and with this catechol ring aminoethyl side chain. That's why catechol amine. These three neurotransmitters have common parent structure, which is catecholamine, means catechol ring attached to an aminoethyl side chain, and catechol ring means orthodihydroxybenzene. See in the structure, two hydroxyl groups are present at ortho position on the benzene ring. So orthodihydroxybenzene means catechol ring, and with this ring aminoethyl side chain. Here see in the structure of these three neurotransmitters, aminoethyl side chain CH2CH2 ethyl and amino NH2 CH2CH2 NH2 aminoethyl side chain. Two hydroxyl groups at ortho position on the benzene ring and CH2CH2 NH2 means aminoethyl side chain. This is the common structure in all of these three structures, right? Now the difference is the substitution on NH2 means amino group and on beta carbon. First keep in mind that the carbon next to the amino group is known as alpha carbon, and the carbon next to the alpha carbon is known as beta carbon. I am repeating, carbon next to the amino group is known as alpha carbon, and carbon next to the alpha carbon is beta carbon. Means the carbon next to the amino group is alpha and next to alpha is beta, alpha and beta. In noradrenaline and dopamine there is no substitution on amino group, but in adrenaline there is methyl substitution on amino group, right? While in noradrenaline and adrenaline, hydroxyl substitution is there on beta carbon, means OH group is there on beta carbon. In dopamine there is no substitution on beta carbon. So these are the structures of noradrenaline, adrenaline and dopamine. Now biosynthesis of catecholamines. Biosynthesis of adrenaline and noradrenaline takes place in adrenergic neurons, while of dopamine takes place in dopaminergic neurons. Main four enzymes are there responsible for the biosynthesis of catecholamines, and these enzymes are tyrosine hydroxylase, dopa decarboxylase, dopamine beta hydroxylase, and phenylethanolamine and methyl transferase. Biosynthesis of catecholamines starts from phenylalanine, which is converted into tyrosine in liver with the help of enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. Biosynthesis of catecholamine starts from phenylalanine, which is converted into tyrosine in liver with the help of enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. But the actual precursor, we can say that for the synthesis of catecholamines is tyrosine. See, first the biosynthesis of catecholamines includes main four steps. First one is conversion of tyrosine to dopa, then dopa to dopamine, then dopamine to noradrenaline, and then noradrenaline to adrenaline, right? So tyrosine to dopa, this conversion is catalyzed by the enzyme tyrosine hydroxylase. Then dopa to dopamine, this conversion is catalyzed by the enzyme aromatic amino acid decarboxylase. This enzyme is also known as dopa decarboxylase. Then dopamine to noradrenaline is dopamine beta hydroxylase, and noradrenaline to adrenaline is PNMT, means phenylethanolamine and methyl transferase. First see the structure of tyrosine, which has a benzene ring, a hydroxyl group, and CH2CH NH2COOH. Tyrosine is an amino acid, so amino and acidic NH2 and COOH, both of groups are there. Then with the help of tyrosine hydroxylase, means hydroxylation is done on tyrosine at the position 3, means the carbon with side chain is attached. If the carbon number 1, the next carbon is 2. Here this hydroxyl is attached at the position 3. Right? Tyrosine hydroxylase performs hydroxylation of tyrosine. So we get DOPA, which is the short form of dihydroxyphenylalanine. Phenyl means phenyl ring, dihydroxy means 2 hydroxyl groups are there, and phenylalanine CH2, CH2, NH2, COOH. This group is known as alanine. So the full form of DOPA is dihydroxyphenylalanine. Then with the help of L-aromatic amino acid or DOPA decarboxylase, decarboxylation of DOPA is performed and DOPA is converted into dopamine. Decarboxylation means COOH group is removed. Decarboxylation. So carboxyl group is removed by DOPA decarboxylase and DOPA is converted into dopamine. Then dopamine beta hydroxylase performs hydroxylation of dopamine. See, on the beta carbon OH group is inserted and dopamine is converted into noradrenaline, right? And phenylethanolamine N-methyl transferase, phenylethanolamine N-methyl transferase transfers methyl, here see, in adrenaline, with amino group of noradrenaline, methyl group is inserted, so noradrenaline is converted into adrenaline, right? Tyrosine hydroxylase performs hydroxylation of tyrosine. Then DOPA decarboxylase performs decarboxylation of DOPA. Then dopamine beta hydroxylase performs hydroxylation of dopamine, and N-methyl transfers means inserts methyl into noradrenaline. So we can get adrenaline, right? Here with these enzymes, tetrahydrobiopterin, then pyridoxal phosphate, ascorbate, then S-adenomethyl, S-adenosylmethionine. These are the cofactors of these enzymes which are written under the name of enzyme. But the main important part of this biosynthesis is the conversion of tyrosine to DOPA is the rate limiting step in whole process of this biosynthesis, right? Means there is sufficient production of noradrenaline is there, this biosynthesis is stopped automatically. Means that the conversion of tyrosine to DOPA is the rate limiting step and tyrosine hydroxylase is the rate limiting enzyme, right? Tyrosine to DOPA is the rate limiting step. Here this first step, tyrosine to DOPA is performed in cytoplasm, then the DOPA to dopamine occurs in cytoplasm, then dopamine is transported into storage vesicles by VMA2, means vesicular monoamine transporter 2. In these storage vesicles, dopamine gets hydroxylated by enzyme dopamine terahydroxylase 2,4 noradrenaline, right? And then in adrenal medulla, this noradrenaline gets converted into adrenaline with the help of enzymes. After biosynthesis, noradrenaline is stored in the storage vesicles in the form of ATP complex, right? Noradrenaline is stored in vesicles which have diameter of 2 to 5 nanometer, diffuses out in the cytoplasm and gets methylated into adrenaline. After storage, some noradrenaline diffuses out in the cytoplasm and gets methylated into adrenaline, and this adrenaline then enters into chromaffin granules and gets stored. Means noradrenaline is stored in synaptic vesicles in the form of ATP complex, and noradrenaline is the precursor for the synthesis of adrenaline. With the help of phenylethanolamine N-methyl transferase enzyme, methyl is transferred or inserted into the structure of noradrenaline, and noradrenaline is converted into adrenaline, and then this adrenaline is stored in chromaffin granules. Release of catecholamine is as same as the release of acetylcholine, because most of neurotransmitters is depends on the concentration of calcium. When impulse is nothing but an external signal, or can say external stimuli reaches to the nerve, it changes the ionic concentration within nerve, because the membrane of our nerve is semi-permeable, and in general condition the nerve is in polarized condition. But when impulse or external stimuli reaches to the nerve, semi-permeability of the nerve changes, is disturbed. So influx and efflux throughout this membrane is disturbed. So ionic concentration within and outer side of the neuron is disturbed. So the polarized condition of the neuron is disturbed, nerve is disturbed, and it gets depolarized condition. And this depolarization is moving ahead to regain its original polarized condition, and this moving forward of depolarization is known as signal, which is known as nerve signal, right? So when this impulse reaches to the nerve membrane, this process causes release of calcium, which in turn helps in fusion of the vesicles, resulting into exocytosis of the vesicles and releases neurotransmitter. Right? When the signal reaches to the nerve, it causes the ionic disturbances in the nerve. So it causes influx of calcium, and enhanced concentration of calcium rupture the storage vesicles or synaptic vesicles, and after rupturing by the process of exocytosis, catecholamines are released. After release, obviously catecholamines are uptaken by their receptors, which are adrenergic receptors, which are alpha and beta, and causes stimulation of the second nerve after passing the synaptic cleft. Means catecholamines are uptaken by their receptors, which are alpha and beta, which are known as adrenergic receptors. Then metabolism. After giving action, catecholamines are terminated through metabolic transformation, and the main two enzymes responsible for metabolism of catecholamines are MAO and COMT. MAO means monoamine oxidase and COMT means catechol O-methyl transferase. MAO monoamine oxidase and COMT catechol O-methyl transferase. MAO is present in both intraneuron and extraneurons, and MAO has two isozymes, means MAO A and MAO B. Monoamino oxidase, it produces deamination of catecholamines and phenylethanol. Here one example is given, and that is of noradrenaline. So deamination means removing of amino group. See here, NH2 group of noradrenaline is removed with the help of MAO, and so CH2NH2 is converted into CHO. So noradrenaline is resulted into 3,4-dihydroxyphenyl glycoaldehyde, right? Means MAO performs deamination of catecholamines. Then COMT, catechol O-methyl transferase, means it transfers methyl at ortho position. Catechol O-methyl transferase transfers methyl. It is an enzyme of cytoplasm, and it causes methylation of 3-hydroxyl group, means hydroxyl group, methylation of the hydroxyl group at third position, right? So this is the hydroxyl group at third position, and its methylation causes its conversion into methoxy group. So noradrenaline with the help of COMT is converted into normetanephrine. Metabolism of catecholamines can be summarized by these reactions. First we will take MAO. Here the metabolism of noradrenaline and adrenaline is summarized. See, NH2 group of noradrenaline and NHCH3 methyl amino group of noradrenaline with the help of MAO, which is monoamino oxidase. It performs deamination. So these NH2 and NHCH3 are removed, and there is only CHO group, right? So with the help of MAO, noradrenaline and adrenaline are converted into 3,4-dihydroxy-phenyl glycol-aldehyde. Now we will see the enzyme COMT. MAO is present within the neuron while COMT is present in the cytoplasm. COMT means catecholomethyl transferase, which transfers methyl, right? So where this we have seen in earlier slide that it transfers methyl at the hydroxyl group present at third position. So this is the hydroxyl group of noradrenaline at third position, and this is of adrenaline, right? So here both of these hydroxyl groups are converted into methoxy groups. So noradrenaline is resulted into normetanephrine and adrenaline is resulted into metanephrine. Further, on this normetanephrine and metanephrine MAO acts, and further it performs deamination of NH2 group of NHCH3 group of metanephrine and NH2 group of normetanephrine, and there is only CHO group. So the final product is 4-hydroxy-3-methoxy-phenyl glycol-aldehyde, right? Here the numbering is given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? At fourth there is hydroxyl group, at 3 there is methoxy group, phenyl glycol-aldehyde, CHOH and CHO. This group is glycol-aldehyde, right? So the final product of metabolism of noradrenaline and adrenaline is 4-hydroxy-3-methoxy-phenyl glycol-aldehyde. MAO performs deamination, COMT insert methyl group. After metabolism, some noradrenaline and adrenaline are also reuptake. Here the reuptake of these catecholamines are of 3 types. Uptake 1, which is known as neuronal uptake, then granular uptake, and uptake 2, which is known as extraneuronal uptake. In neuronal uptake, noradrenaline is being taken back from synaptic cleft to neuron, right? So neuronal, from synaptic cleft to neuron. In granular uptake, it is stored back into synaptic vesicles. Synaptic granules, storage vesicles, synaptic vesicles. So it is known as granular uptake. And in uptake 2 means extraneuronal uptake, the catecholamines are circulated, which is taken up by other organs like spleen, heart. So it is known as extraneuronal uptake. Here the neurochemistry of catecholamine is summarized. See, tyrosine, dopamine, then noradrenaline, then it is transported with the help of VMAT2, right? This is the biosynthesis. Then noradrenaline is stored, then it is its storage vesicle is ruptured, then noradrenaline is released and it is uptaken by its receptors, which are alpha and beta. Alpha 2 is presynaptic receptor, while alpha 1, beta 1 and beta 2 are postsynaptic receptors, and then it is the reuptake of catecholamine is performed. So this was all about adrenergic neurotransmitters, which belongs to the chemical class of catecholamines, and this was the neurochemistry of catecholamines. Thank you.